Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. So today's video is going to be all about my July favorites. July is almost gone, which is so sad. I feel like the summer is flying by and I've just been having a really great summer. I hope you guys have too. I love fall, but I'm not quite ready for summer to end. So thankfully we still have a little bit longer. But what are you guys up to? How's your summer going? I'm sure by now a lot of you have kind of gone on your summer vacations, or do you have like end of summer plans? Let me know in the comments below because I love chatting with you guys. Today I'm chatting about my July favorites. To be honest with you guys, I didn't try a lot of new products throughout the month of July. A lot of these are old favorites or like repeat favorites. So I still wanted to share them because I feel like if a product makes it into a favorites video 2 months in a row or just like twice in general, I feel like that's when I know it is one of my staples. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you let me know in the comments below what products you've been loving so I can check them out if I haven't already, and let's jump into it. So I want to film a video on my current foundation routine because I feel like I really nailed down a super full coverage mattifying foundation routine that works really well for me. So a lot of these products will be included. I'll try to film it this weekend and have it up for you guys next week, but I did want to touch on my favorites. So I mentioned this one last month, but the Milk Makeup Blur Stick has been my go-to essential primer for the summertime. It's a really lightweight product, so I like it for the summertime because it doesn't feel like you're layering on a heavy base before you go in with a foundation. And when I wear a full coverage foundation, I definitely don't want to layer on like a super heavy base because that's just too much on my skin. The Blur Stick is so lightweight that when you apply it to your skin, you can't feel it other than the fact that it provides like a nice, very thin velvety layer between your skin and your foundation. So your foundation goes on so smoothly and it totally mattifies the skin. I mean, I always start off with like a shiny base because I have oily skin and in general, my skin is pretty shiny. When I apply this, I notice an instant difference. So I really appreciate that I can start off with a nice matte base because during the summertime, my skin is super oily and it just kind of preps my skin for my other products. If you guys have been around my channel for a while, you know that the Urban Decay All Nighter is my go-to full coverage mattifying foundation. I've repurchased it so many times, but I've actually been mixing it with the Urban Decay Velvetizer. This is a, what do they call it? A translucent mix-in medium. Now, when I first heard about this, I definitely didn't have the idea to mix it with a full coverage foundation. I think they released it to go really well with their Naked Skin foundation, and I did mix it with that, and I actually really liked what it did to that foundation. It gave it a little bit more coverage, it mattified it, so it just kind of looked a little bit better on my oily skin, although I do like the Naked Skin foundation on its own. But I was watching somebody's YouTube video, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was Nakia Joy maybe, and she mixed it with her Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is already a super full coverage foundation, and she said the finish was amazing. So I thought I would try mixing it in with my super full coverage matte foundation, and I have to tell you guys, like, I love the Urban Decay All Nighter on its own, but when you mix it with the Velvetizer, it gives you the most velvety, matte, full coverage finish that you really could get out of any foundation. To be clear, I don't think it's the most ideal combination for like everyday makeup unless you really like a super full coverage matte look, which I do like. I'll wear the Urban Decay All Nighter as my like go-to everyday foundation, but I feel like when you mix it with the powder, it's probably ideal if you have like a really long day or you're outside a lot during the summertime, and I'll do it before I film videos because I feel like it gives me a really flawless finish. So I will do that in my upcoming foundation routine so you guys can get an idea at how it looks and how it works. I have to be honest with you guys, I thought the Urban Decay Velvetizer might be one of those gimmicky products, and I thought it might be similar to any other setting powder on the market or any loose translucent powder, but it is so different. It mixes into my foundation so well. There's something about the powder that is just so finely milled and so velvety smooth that it completely disappears into the foundation, but it really adds that matte velvety texture to it that you're looking for. And I don't like to use it to set my entire face. I have tried to do that with a beauty blender, with a brush. I feel like it makes my foundation look cakey when I put it on top, and it really enhances dryness, which is weird because it doesn't do that when I mix it into a foundation. But I actually do use a very small amount to set my under eye concealer, and it locks it into place so well. I struggle with under eye wrinkles and I struggle with under eye creasing, like really just obvious creasing, because I do have under eye wrinkles and every single concealer will crease on me, but I tried so many concealers with the Velvetizer this month and it locks all of them into place. It is crazy. I just take a little bit on the tip of my damp beauty blender and just kind of set it where I struggle with creasing, and it stays in place all day long. It is so, so good. So I can't wait to show you guys how it actually works when I do that demo of my foundation routine because you will be so blown away. So I did pick up the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation at the beginning of July. I have tried this product in the past, but the shade that I had was too light for me. I think I had light 42, so I grabbed light 45, and I could not decide which shade to get. I was standing inside my Sephora for like a good 15 minutes going back and forth, and this shade matches me perfectly. It goes really well with my skin tone, so I am happy with this shade. The fact that I already hit pan is kind of irritating because now I have to go repurchase it once I do run out, and it's not cheap, but I am happy that I found a good alternative to Benefit's Hello Flawless Powder Foundation, which was my favorite, but it's not a cruelty-free product, so I am really excited about that. When you take a damp beauty blender and you apply this to your skin, it melts right into your skin and it makes your skin look like skin instead of looking like you have a powder on top of your foundation. So I really like the product. I totally think it's worth the money. I went through it pretty quickly. I mean, I'm not done with it, but I did hit pan on it in about a month, so I think it will be an expensive purchase if I keep repurchasing it, but I am trying out a few NYX powders, trying to find a good drugstore alternative as well, and I think I found one, so I'll keep you posted if I use it a little bit longer and decide it is the same as this one or just like a good alternative. So I did just get this palette in the mail, so I don't know if I can classify it as a July favorite, but I've been using it every single day since I got it. I really haven't used any other shadows, so I had to mention it in today's video and just kind of chat with you guys about it. I did film a PR haul and unboxing that's not on my channel yet. I think it goes up soon. I filmed the videos out of order, but I talked about this in that video because they did send it to me as PR, which was so nice of them. I was not expecting it at all, but I was so excited because it is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. There's something about this palette that is so much better than the other Naked palettes, and I like the Naked palettes. I have all of them. I have 1, 2, 3, and the Naked Smokey, and I think they're good palettes, but this palette is a step above those. The shadows themselves are so smooth and blendable and pigmented and just gorgeous. I haven't had any issue with any of them. I've used every single shadow on my eyes because I've been using this palette non-stop. I'm wearing some of the darker shades on my eyes today, and I love it. The matte shadows are so gorgeous. They're so blendable. I actually think I like them better than the ColourPop pressed powder shadows, which is saying a lot because those are my favorite matte formula, and the shimmer shadows are really beautiful too. I think they do work a little bit better if you wet your brush, but you can use them with your finger or you can use them with a dry brush. They're just really intense with a wet brush. Obviously, if you are not a fan of warm shadows, I definitely do not recommend this palette because I think in general you're going to get a very warm look. You can use some of the lighter shadows for more of a natural everyday look, which I don't typically do. I feel like when I reach for this palette, I want like a dark, warm, smoky eye, especially like with these warm toned shadows right here in the middle. I will say that these two shadows right here kind of blend together into a brown shadow, which is weird because they are, you know, somewhat neutral, but they have really strong purple undertones to them. So I was really hoping they would help me to create like a beautiful purple smoky eye. I'm wearing them today in my crease and my outer corner, and I feel like it just kind of comes off as a brown shadow instead of like a purpley eyeshadow. So I was a little bit disappointed that they kind of blended together into a brown shadow, but other than that, every shadow in this palette is beautiful. But I just love this palette so much. They did send it to me, but if I ever lose it or mine broke, I would absolutely go out and spend my own money on it again without a doubt, just because the shadows are so beautiful. And the reason I hadn't purchased it yet was because a lot of people said it's kind of similar to the Too Faced Sweet Peach or the Modern Renaissance, and if you have those palettes you don't need this. I don't find that to be the case at all. I feel like this is a standalone palette. I don't have these shadows in my collection, and I don't have another palette that's really similar to this one, so I love it. I think it is an essential. So I've actually been skipping liquid liner for the majority of the month. I'm wearing it today because I kind of missed it, but I've been using my Catrice Cosmetics Smoky Matte Powder Liner every single day. It's just a really easy product to use. It is like a black eyeshadow inside of a liquid liner package. It has a rounded foam tip, so it makes the application method really easy, and I'll just kind of press it into my lash line. Sometimes I'll wing it out if I want something a little bit more dramatic, but I'll go in with like that brown ColourPop shadow, apply this right into the lash line, throw on my Essence Lash Princess mascara, and I'm good to go, and it's so quick and easy. I really like how it looks because it does make my lashes look more full when I press it into my lash line, but it's not as dramatic or obvious as a liquid liner, and it's a lot quicker. It's so quick and easy, so I recommend this. I've been using it for 2 months at this point, and it is such a good product. I think it's so unique, and I don't have anything like it, so I love it. So this is definitely one of my favorite lipsticks of all time, but I don't really talk about it a whole lot on my channel, and I have been wearing it a lot lately, so I wanted to throw it out there. It is the Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Bare It All. It is the perfect nude, at least for me. I really like this nude. So if you have a similar skin tone to me, or you have like a similar taste in makeup, this might be a great option for you. It's not too yellow toned or too pink toned. I feel like it goes really beautifully with a lot of different looks, and I love the formula of these Wet n Wild lipsticks. I feel like they stay in place really well, and they're just very pigmented and comfortable and beautiful. I feel like if you are big into warm tone shadows, you definitely need this lipstick because it goes so beautifully with warm shades, bronzy shades, brown smoky eyes, whatever you're wearing, really, it goes so beautifully, and it just makes your lips look really gorgeous. I think it's just a great option, and it is one of like my all-time favorite products, but I have been wearing it a lot lately, so I had to throw it out there. So I had this dry shampoo from Klorane in my bathroom cabinet, and I was avoiding it because it didn't really sound like something that I would like. I ran out of all of my dry shampoo, so I had no choice and I had to try it, and I am so glad because it is my absolute favorite dry shampoo in the entire world. So it is their dry shampoo. Wait, what is this called? It's the same dry shampoo that comes in their aerosol can, which I have talked about on my channel in the past. It is the dry shampoo with oat milk. It's a gentle formula for all hair types, but this one is the aerosol free can. So I've seen these before, but I just wasn't sure that, you know, it was something I would like. I just thought the aerosol can would work better. You open this up, there's like a spot right here, so you twist it. Ooh, it just came out a little bit, and you squeeze the bottle, and like this powder formula goes into your hair. So it works so well, you guys. I actually put it in my hair at night before I go to bed, and then the next day I wake up and my hair is not greasy, it's not oily at all. It's kind of gross to talk about, but I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I have a really oily scalp and it does not look good the next day, but when I use this product, it looks like my hair is completely clean. I just love this formula so much. I do not foresee myself going back to a traditional like aerosol can of dry shampoo because I don't think anything can compete with this. The only complaint that I have is that it is a white powder, so it does make my roots look a little bit gray because I usually go for like a dark dry shampoo. So if they make it in a dark version, I will be in love. I will be convinced that I don't need any other dry shampoo, but I would recommend it. I believe this brand is sold at Sephora, and you guys, it's so good. I did talk about this hair product last month in my favorites video, but I have to mention it again. It's by the brand IGK. It is their Beach Club texture spray, and it is so good. It is the best texture spray on the market. It makes my hair look thick and voluminous and messy and textured, and I don't typically use it when I film YouTube videos. I don't know why. I just kind of realized that. I feel like it must be a subconscious thing, but I like my hair to look like a certain way when I'm filming a video, although I hate how my hair looks today. But in like real life, I always spray this in my hair. I love like a more thick, voluminous, like tousled, messy look. So this is like my go-to product. I'll use it if my hair is straight or curly. It really is nice for second day hair when you feel like your hair is a little bit more limp or flat, because it adds that volume and life right back into it, and it smells so good, and I just like it so much. These two products are so good, you guys. I definitely recommend checking them out. I tried out the Derma Nourishing Rose Cleansing Oil this month. I used about half of this because I've really been enjoying it. It does a great job at removing all of my makeup, and I'll usually use this before I go in with my cleanser, and it does a good job at removing my mascara, my eyeliner, my face makeup, and it's really gentle. It does not burn my eyes, it doesn't irritate my skin, but it still does a good job at removing all of the makeup off my skin. You can totally use this product to cleanse your skin as well, but I do have a cleanser that I really enjoy, so I'll just use it as the first step in my makeup routine. I was using the Purlisse, I forget what it's called. It's like a makeup remover cleanser all in one, but I think it was starting to irritate my eyes, so I wanted to try something else, and I love this. It's very gentle, it's very hydrating, but it's not overly hydrating, and if you have oily skin, you know what I mean. It just does a good job at providing moisture to my skin while removing all of my makeup without stripping it. So I really, really like this product. Okay guys, that's the end of my video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to leave me a comment below letting me know about your favorites, because I would love to check them out if I haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.